Welcome to Rokk Around the Clock, daily cloud gaming news live at the same time, Monday to Friday. But first, if you're new to the show, please subscribe and hit the bell. If you'd like to support the channel, why not hit the join button on the channel homepage and become a member of Team Rokk. Oh, hello! Sorry I'm a little bit late. We've been decorating the place again, like I do. Hope you guys can hear me okay. I think I can hear you okay. That's all good. Oh, look at you all. You lovely, beautiful people. Let's have a quick look. Let's have a rundown from the top. Who have we got? We've got young John. Young Scars Gaming. How are you, my birdie? Completed the prologue. What was that? Yeah, hope you're well, my friend. Hope you're well. Then I got me. I don't know. I automatically see it's set up to automatically say hello. If anybody says hi and types it in, it automatically responds. Isn't that clever? Ain't that so darn clever? Joe, how are you, my friend? Good to see you, buddy. Thanks for popping in. There I was. There, look. At 5:01, at 1 minute, 6 minutes ago, I was trying to get my mic to come through my speakers and my headphones. I still didn't achieve it, but it don't matter none. As long as you guys can hear me, that is what counts. What else we got here? Look at this. We got N7 Spectres. How are you, my friend? 07 is 07 LMNO. That's like the next generation of N7, isn't it? That's like Mass Effect 2, that is, mate. And young Ray, the gaming cyborg, who is an absolutely beautiful human being, and he's there with a big cheesy grin, welcoming Thursday. Looking forward to tomorrow, because tomorrow's Friday. That's all you need to know, guys. That's all you need to know. Caseball, how are you, my friend? Good afternoon, Rock and Chat. I'm very, very well. I hope you had a good trip for your football last week, by the way. I hope that went well for you. Dre's had an awful day. A terrible day, bless him. And he's ready for some distraction. I could distract you. Look at this. Chaps, I was rifling through my clothes drawer and I found another piece of merch that I didn't know I had. Look at this. Woohoo! So I've got this kind of nice top with Rokk on it. So I was amazed. I thought I only had the red hoodie. So there's a distraction for you, showing you my boobs. Pike on how are you, my friend? Yo! Yeah, it's a shot. I've not had a great week, if I'm honest with you, Dre. Today's been like 2 steps forward and 1 step back. But when we get to this point in the day, it's my favourite time of the day, and we can just chillax, we can chat, we can see what's coming up on the old cloud gaming world, clap hands, and be happy. That's how I look at it, guys. This is our little oasis of pleasure. Hello, chat, says Ray. Sorry to hear that. Dre says Winstar. Good evening, says Phipps. How are you, Phipps? Good to see you, my friend. Spectre's back with his 07. It's like, we need another O, and then you can be a spy. We've got all kind of spy shenanigans going on in the UK. I tell you, our politics. Don't watch the Kardashians, right? Don't need that. That's a whole massive setup. That is fake. Watch English politics, British politics. Oh my God, it's worse. It is so much worse on a daily basis. It is evil. Evil. Morgen live, guten Abend, mein Freund, Team Rokk. Big thumbs up from the German contingent. My good friend in Deutschland. I hope you're keeping well, my friend. What's the weather like in Central Europe right now? Because you kind of think, because we're north, obviously, off towards, the sort of Scandinavian countries, you imagine it to be really cold, don't you? But Britain's in this really bizarre microclimate to do with the water channels and stuff, and it never actually gets that bad. I reckon, I was talking to William, Simply Porn Gaming, the other day, and he was saying where he is, central in CST in the States. It's going to drop down to like minus 30 Fahrenheit soon because they're massive winters. And I said, you know what, where I am down on the southwest coast, because it is different. I mean, obviously, if you go far north, you get different weather to where I am in the southwest. But down where I am, we never get, it's like snow once every 10 years. I tell you. Oh, it's a salute. A salute straight back at you, buddy. Sad face. Bot didn't tag me. Oh, well, you got to say hi. You got to say hi, and then it should tag you. I see you testing it, but yeah, you got to put hi Rokk. It's the Rokk bit what does it. You've got to say hi Rokk. I promise you, it does work. And also, I think I've got exclamation mark joke working as well, so you could try that one out. Can we purchase Rokk merch? Oh, bless you. Well, none of it's on your level, my friend. Yeah, I think there's supposed to be a link on here somewhere. In truth, though, it's getting on a bit, and I need to strip out the old Stadia logos. What I sneaked in and never got told off, but I'm sure they would have slapped my wrists if I'd made any money. So... yeah, yes, you can. There's a US site and there's a UK shop. But, as I've said, they're desperate. I need to funny enough, I was thinking about it today, Joe, and thinking I need to get in and tidy up my merch. So I need to do some new stuff. Put the logo, but I think the logo is pretty solid, don't you? I think it just looks really cool on a top. Maybe not quite as big as that, emblazoned on your chest. Maybe over the heart or something. It'd be pretty cool. I will get to it, I promise. And 20 to 22 degrees, says Phipps. Ah, that's actually quite nice. Whereabouts are you in the world, Phipps? That's all right. I could happily deal with 20 to 22. I think it's about 16 centigrade down here at the moment, whatever that is in Fahrenheit. Think I'm allowed to tell you this? Actually, don't care anyway. Ubisoft are making games for Netflix gaming. You've just said it. Actually, that's really cool, isn't it? That's really cool. I'd hope... Yeah. Do you know my problem with Ubisoft right now is I loved having the Ubisoft Plus subscription. And then a couple of months ago, they kind of started pushing all of the dev times out to next year. And if you're a subscriber to that service and you've subscribed for a while, like I had, you've kind of played all the games, the historical games that you are probably ever going to play. So I for me, it was really a kind of hedging of bets to play the new quality stuff. But then I looked at it and thought, well, Skull and Bones has been put back. Mirage or Montage or Montague or whatever it's called. That ain't coming out till next year. So I decided to put it on the back burner. But I hope if they're creating games, that's pretty cool. I mean, for Netflix, that's awesome. I wonder if you get the Netflix game subscription with your main Netflix subscription, like the way Amazon does to a degree. Amazon kind of gives you some free games per month. I wonder if Netflix, because they do it at the moment, don't they? If you play their mobile games, they're all part of your Amazon subscription, the Netflix subscription. So I would like to think that was the case, but I can't see how they're going to include. Also, we don't know what quality games those will be. We instantly think Valhalla, but it could be Valiant, whatever it's called. You know, it could be sort of like the projects that Ubisoft gives to its studios when they're between projects to kick around with, which are still good quality, but they ain't AAA. Phipps is in northern Germany. Awesome, my friend. Well, guten Abend to you too, dude. 20 to 22, that's nice. So yeah, that's a good 4 degrees, about 4 to 6 degrees warmer than here. But don't you guys get a lot of snow as well in the winter? Doesn't it come in quite inclement? Because we don't get that, which is weird. Bingo, it worked for you. There you go, buddy. And joke didn't work. Oh, that's annoying, isn't it? What? I can't remember. I thought it was exclamation mark joke. Unless it's joke exclamation mark. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. 19 degrees and sunny in Leipzig. Now, Leipzig is East Germany or West Germany? I forget. He's trying again. Here we go. He's going to get one. It would be instant if you were going to get it. Vet, how are you, buddy? Good to see you, my friend. Vet is in. How are you feeling, dude? I saw your tweet thread earlier about saying how it's east. Yeah, that's what I thought. I saw your tweet earlier saying how your knees are giving you jip after streaming for so long. And that you're thinking of taking a bit of a break. I was genuine when I said, have you thought about going out on the road, do some vlogging like Ant does, Cowboy does? I could see you do. I mean, you have done it because I've seen you out clearing your yard and swimming in the lakes and stuff. But there's I would watch that. I'd enjoy that. Actually, just you talking about the world and your thoughts and interacting with the chat and getting some exercise at the same time. I'm thinking of doing something like that, Now that I've got rid of my Steam Deck, I might buy one of those vlogging sticks. The ones it's got like a 360-degree camera on the end, and it hides the stick, so it's almost like you're walking along with a camera. The only thing with those is I don't think you can stream with them. I think you've got to you kind of record with them, which that's a thing, isn't it? But may not be what I want to do with it. And Geek to Sneak, how are you, dude? Heyo. It reminds me of my dad when you say that, because whenever I go around and see my dad with my girls, he goes, heyo. Yeah, it's so sweet. Howdy, folks. How are you, my friend? You army old, so add 10 years. Yeah, fair shout. I know you vets. This is the thing, isn't it? Fantastic. I did the Royal Marines Assault course once. I can't even remember why I did it. All I remember was getting my foot stuck in a divot and twisting my ankle, and it's never been the same since. And I wasn't even in the army or the Marines. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. So I've been playing a bit more Plague Tale Requiem. Actually, I flicked into your stream the other day, Vet, and you were well ahead. I've just got to the point in the game where you had got to the other day. So you must be quite close to completion, if not already completed, because I think it's 17 acts, I think. And I am at 9 or 10. So it's a great game, isn't it? It's really cool. I love the fact that you can either mega stealth or you can actually just run. If you're really quick, you can kind of dart around the soldiers. Chapter 11, there we go. That's all right, I know my Roman numerals, my friend. I got it the first time. Oh, Clive's on chapter 11. Hello, Clive. I thought it was Vet sneaking in there. You're both on chapter 11. There you go, look at that. Well, yeah, it's absolutely superb, isn't it? I'm not a million miles behind you guys then. I'm probably about an hour behind you, I reckon. Yeah. Oh, Demi-Goddess is nearing the end as well. I know, it's such a... Do you know, there are a few games, they don't come around very often, where they're both fun to play and at the same time have a really engaging story, such that I don't want to press B to speed on the dialogue, which is what I do all the time. This is one of those, isn't it? Chapter 0, Geek. Get in there, my friend. What the hell's wrong with you? You got to get it in and play it, my friend. But you know what I mean? It's such a great little story as well. Yeah, loving it. And I'm loving Hugo much more than the first game. I think they've really fleshed out his character. And there's that lovely bond between Hugo and Amicia. But I was amazed to see on IMDb that Hugo's played by a lady, which often is the case. I mean, if you think about Bart Simpson, for example, they often use, obviously for obvious reasons, but actually she does sound like a little boy. Often they kind of still sound a little bit like Bart Simpson. To me, doesn't sound like a boy. He sounds like some kind of weird chimera. But they've really got it. They've really got it down with Hugo. It's really awesome. Hey, how are you? Good to see you. Thanks for popping in. Mihai Ballard. Did I get that right? Mihai or Mihai or Mahai or Mahai. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm really not. I desperately love to get these names right. I really, really do. But thank you. I try. I do try. I mean, you can't really go wrong with mine, can you? But yeah, loving a bit of that. Nice try, thank you. I gave a few options there, though, didn't I? And what else? I went to look to see if I could install V-Rising. Do you remember the other day we said, I think it may even have been yesterday, I know it was Tuesday on the Rokk Show, that V-Rising has a free-to-play weekend, and that you can get it on GeForce Now from today, and then you can play it through the weekend. It got a whole bunch of Halloween things going on. I went to GeForce Now earlier though, and it wasn't there. It will be. Vet says that's what got me hooked. The story's amazing, and the game absolutely. Oh, I know. On the 3080, the only downside is that they've yet to drop the RTX patch for the 3080, or the PC version, in fact, not even 3080. And the annoyance is that by the time we get to what time it gets dropped, we'll have finished it. And I so wanted to play it with the full ray tracing and HDR. I'm hoping they'll switch HDR on. But is it also on sale on Steam? Awesome. I saw Ryzak playing it, and I thought, yeah, actually, I could get into that. I'd certainly want to play it for the weekend. I think I'm well up for that, just to kind of get into it and see. But we've got some great GeForce news, GeForce Now news today, and we'll also have a look at the Thursday blog, because of course it's Thursday, which is why I've got the green going on. You see that? See what I'm doing there, guys? And I've got a new semi-permanent woodland winter freeze behind me as well, which will take on the colours of my shelving unit, depending on the day. Oh, Rumbleverse. That's on GeForce. Yes. It's isn't that a free to play, isn't it? Am I right in saying it's a free to play? I can't remember now. I know it's a load of people play it. It's a good fun game, isn't it? But yes, I do. I loves me some Plague Tale. What else was it I was having a look at? But that may be it at the moment. I've still got a few other games on the boil, but I'm kind of wanting to get that one out of the way. Let's see where it goes from there. Right, shall we slip over to the laptop, guys? This music's chilling me out so much. I want to fall asleep. Let's do it before I fall asleep. Here we are. Oh, I'm very dark in this room, aren't I? Let me see if I've got a colour filter going on here. Very unprofessional of me, but you know what I'm all about. There he goes. There he is, a bit brighter. Right, let's start over here. Let's have a quick look at old Cloud Dosage, which of course is MM2K and Jack. I don't know why this is. Should have been instant. Let me do a quick reload. Unless they've changed the header. Let me go to their normal site and see what's going on. The site can't be reached. No, of course it can. Let's try somewhere else. Make sure it's not just my links. Let's try this one. There we go. All right, well, we'll start with the Nvidia blog post then. So this was what I teased you with yesterday. Obviously, I couldn't say it was embargoed, but I did pop a little tweet out when the embargo finished at 2 o'clock today, my time. That's great news, guys. You can get from today until November the 20th, you can get 6 months priority tier GeForce Now for $30. It's normally $50. So that's a huge saving. I did tweet out what it was. I can't remember now. But there's a couple of things you've got to be wary of if you've already got the priority membership, or you had it for a while and cancelled it, this won't apply. You've got to have had the free account, or maybe tried one of the 3-day trial things that we've had the codes for. But, I mean, this is a deal and a half. It really is. So get in there, fill your boots for 6 months. This spooktacular Halloween edition of GFN Thursday. So it's 40% off a 6-month GeForce Now Priority membership. Now, of course, at this moment in time, all of the cloud platforms and services are fishing for the Stadia fallout. If anything, the GeForce Now guys are a little bit late to the party because, of course, your Black Nut guys did, was it Black Nut or Boosteroid, did a discount code. I think it was Black Nut, half price discount code. I can't remember if Luna did something as well. There's a couple of them that have done discounts and things. But I think it's cool. You know, it's my favourite of the direct stream that don't, not the Xbox, because I think Xbox Cloud Gaming, or whatever they call it, is still pound for pound the best value out there because of the games you get and the services and how they're boosting their cloud offering with chat and friends and cloud guides and stuff. It's just amazing. But I mean, I did subscribe to Priority before I had the 3080, so I had Priority for a while and loved it. It was just amazing. Particularly if you stream from a Shield, because if you stream from a Shield, you get the added AI embellishment, so it kind of makes it look even sharper. I'd never go as far as to say that it looks 1440 or 4K, but it just looks a really lovely crisp 1080. I watched an excellent video yesterday, and it was really just telling me what I'd already come to the conclusion of, sort of aside to this, which is that YouTube's compression on their videos is quite nasty. And because if you stream to Twitch at 720 or 1080, it's beautiful. I mean, I watched a guy streaming a little while ago at 1080, and I thought, that's got to be 4K. It looks so sharp and so beautiful. And when I went to my PC to see what he was streaming at, it was 1080p. Yet if you go to YouTube, even a 4K can look murky. I'm streaming here, guys, at 1440, but it's still a little bit fuzzy when I look back at it later. I usually just have a quick look and make sure the audio levels were okay and everything, adjust them for the next day. But the video was talking about AV1, which is this format that Google formed a consortium of all the big kind of broadcasting and streaming outfits that have a vested interest in high quality, high compression codecs. Because the one they were using, VP9, it's getting on now. And it's, they've got to do all sorts of monkeying about with bit rates, and it's just huge amounts of data. They're talking about charging for 4K. They're sort of suggesting that if you want to upload 4K, you've got to pay for it soon. Or, I don't know what they're going to be doing. But for sure, AV1 is a hugely higher compression, and the quality is really good. So there's lots of monkeying around to do. OBS just released an update which allows for AV1 to be recorded, not yet streamed. But it only works if you've got a 4 series card, because apparently the 3 series card will decode AV1, but it can't encode it. It's all very technical. But one day it's going to get very good. Anyway, $30. And trust me, the quality is stunning. Absolutely stunning. There's no word as yet on a discount for, or a trial even, for 3080. You guys know that we had a whole ton, still do by the way, whole ton of 3-day priority trial codes. And at this moment in time, I think 3080 they see it as a different market. It's a more specialist, more serious gamer. And they've got to market to them differently, but there's no question of it. It's chalk and cheese. Free to 1080 priority is chalk and cheese, and 1080 priority to 3080 1444K is chalk and cheese as well. Absolutely chalk and cheese. Sorry guys, I've been ignoring you. Let me come back here. Plague Tale is my jam at the moment, says Windstar. Yeah, man. Finished Innocence and going through it. Oh yeah, you'll love it. It's amazing. I think the improvements are unbelievable. Digital Foundry were absolutely singing its praises the other day. They were, it's interesting how what's the game that just came out? Gotham Knights. It's interesting how people roundly kicked in Gotham Knights for being a 30 frames per second game, and yet on console so is Plague Tale Requiem, and I believe Plague Tale Innocence is 60 frames per second. And this is the compromise. There are no older consoles involved, but the quality of the textures is so huge that they still can't at this moment in time give you that plus 60 frames per second. But I'd still like to see every game have a little toggle so you get a choice. And yes, it is gorgeous, but equally once you've played it on PC or 3080 at 60 frames per second, you kind of can't go back. I tried, because it looks lovely on Xbox with HDR, but it's 30 frames per second and it just feels like treacle. It's amazing the difference. So N7 Spectres, he's got himself sorted. He's now got a priority membership. Honestly, it's a really good deal. A really good deal. It's not hugely expensive per month anyway, is it? It's only like $7 a month or something. So you're getting it for, $4 a month, something like that. Ridiculous. Very, very good deal. Yeah, Joe says, I may have to look at GFN again. Yeah, I mean, it depends. A lot of people got really upset playing the free version, Joe, because it just isn't great. And I've spoken to them about dropping it. I don't think it's a great... I think the reason it exists, and this hasn't been spelled out to me at all, not even hinted, but I think it has to do with the fact that they have so many free-to-play games that they probably... One of the reasons why, for example, they have Fortnite is because you can play it for free. I think if they had no free option, Epic would probably pull it. They just wouldn't be happy with it. You know what they're like about access and payments and things. So I think it has more to do with that than anything. I've got a sneeze, hang on. Oh, get back in there. Is it coming? No. I'm fighting it. It's not coming out. I think that's why they have the free option. But now, of course, they can't make it so good that nobody actually pays for the service, because ultimately that's where they make their money. They're not making money off of game sales. They don't have a store. So, if you don't subscribe to their service, then they're not getting it paid for. So the free version is there really, I think, for those of you that just want to play Fortnite or, whatever the free game of the day is. But it's not a great experience. It's not as high quality. You can sit in queues, depending where your local server is, for a long time and get kicked out after an hour, I believe. So, yeah, try the priority. Like Lee says, we've got free codes. We've basically got infinite free codes for priority. So you don't have to, unless you've tried it before, it won't work for you. But if you've never tried it, or you've only tried the free, reach out to us and give it a go before you even commit to that 6 month. Bear in mind, the deal is open till the 20th of November. So you've got some time. You've got almost a month. But I would definitely take that up if it's something that you're interested in. Hey, David, how are you, dude? Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. I hope you're keeping well, buddy. Thank you, Spectres. Look at the light for a sneeze. Oh, this green light. I don't know that that's a good thing. Anyway, what else have they got on the GeForce Now blog? It's my favourite blog of the week. Sink your teeth into V Rising. Yep, so as we've said, that is launching tomorrow, I think. Well, today technically on GeForce Now, but I couldn't see it earlier. But that doesn't mean a lot because they basically get a clearance day, and then sometimes there's one or two little things they need to do, like patch the game, and it can go live any time up to midnight Pacific, which is quite late in the day for us over here. And quite late in the day for you guys on the East Coast as well. But it does look really good. It looks like a good little game. And it arrives just in time for members to join in on the Bloodfest. So this is kind of an event they've got going on, which you can play for free again from tomorrow until November the 1st. So you've got Friday to Tuesday. Rising players will be able to claim the free Halloween Haunted Knights Castle DLC pack on Monday, up until Monday, November the 7th. This is all very good, isn't it? Master, how are you, buddy? Thanks for popping in. Great to see you. And Tosh as well. Very happy with this. Was committed to GFN before this, but I'm going to be singing their praises now. Good stuff, my friend. I mean, I can only tell you my experience as an ambassador, and I'm not laying it on thick because they don't, they don't pay me. I don't get any money. If we're very lucky, developers let the ambassadors have the odd game code, but it doesn't come from GFN. They're not paying for it. It's purely down to the developers. So I got Plague Tale Requiem, for example. Amazing, brilliant. But I genuinely do love the product. I genuinely do, particularly the 3080. It's just mind-blowing. I can't play on anything else. If I want to play a game seriously, I play it on the 3080. But this V Rising looks really good, and it's a kind of a Diablo game, which I've had a Diablo need in me for a while now, but I don't want to pay the subscriptions and all that malarkey. And look at this, RTX 3080 members can stream it at 4K on PC and Mac apps. Wow. Oh yes, Victoria 3. Oh, Bjorn loves this game. If you're into kind of Empire Sims, this has just come out today on GeForce Now as well. And here we have all of the games. We're going to have a quick look at these, I think. I've got a few bits of news, but nothing too exciting. So maybe we have a little look at these. Oh, Ray says, I played Bloodhunt on GeForce Now with my upgraded Shadow PC. Simply amazing experience. Fast, beautiful graphics. Yeah, that's interesting, isn't it, Ray? Because of course, the card, which I think is, am I right in saying it's a 3060 on your new Shadow upgrade? The card's irrelevant because it's all coming through the browser. So everything's irrelevant, really. But, if you're enjoying the experience, that's cool. Has anyone heard any news on the Everywhere game? No, Alex. Good question. I'll leave that one up to chat. I've not heard a thing. I know, I thought it came out, didn't it? Didn't it come out on VR recently, on Quest? Or am I thinking of something else? I think... Oh, look, Dave said, my son's getting 3080 for Christmas. Oh, wow, what a gift. So he can have fat graphics, as he calls it. Oh, man, he is going to be so pleased with that. I mean, even playing Fortnite on 3080 is a whole other dimension. I'm sure you'll be sneaking in for the odd game, though, Dave. Oh, yeah, imagine FIFA on 3080. Is it even on 3080? I don't know. Yeah, Vulcanoids looks brilliant fun. Yeah, 3070, it's even more powerful. There you go. Mr. Urban World, I'm in VR, but have never heard of it. What, the Everywhere game? Yeah, it was getting a lot of... It's kind of cult status. So it's one of those games, I think, if it's the game I'm thinking of, where... Whatever happened to cloud dosage? It's still down. Oh, no, it's coming back. I was going to have a quick look and show you. So it was billed as... Oh, no, I remember now, Alex. Yes, this is the open world cloud-based game, isn't it? Is that right? Is Everywhere a real game? Upcoming video game developed by a Builder Rocket Boy. Conceptualized in 2016, the game started development on Amazon Lumberyard with a team of 3 ex-Rockstar North employees. But I thought... See, I'm still wondering if this is the game I thought it was. Let's turn that off in case I can't hear it myself, but you guys may. Yeah, so they've kind of teased it, but I think it was meant to be this massive open world MMO, probably in the cloud, but never spelled out, because it was just going to be the biggest open world game ever made. I guess it's still in development, Alex. Yeah, I've not heard any more about it, my friend. I'm gonna guess that it's still out there in development land. So Dave's son currently has a 1050 Ti. Wow, he's going to really feel the difference. Can run most of his games, but he's making videos. Ah, nice. He's going to love it, my friend. Love it. Meta VR lost $9 billion to Facebook. Yeah. Yeah. Zuckerberg's getting kicked around the room right now. As I tweeted this morning, this is the problem when billionaires think they're invincible. So let's have a quick look at these games on Steam. So if you're into your kind of empire building games, Sims, that kind of stuff, not really my cup of tea. Humankind, the kind of game. But there is a massive following for this kind of stuff. And my German friends, I'm told that Sims like Build a PC or Farming Sim and these kind of games are huge in Germany. But it's getting very dark. I haven't got me lights. Hang on. I had to have a chat with Alexa, and I didn't want to turn on all your kit. But yeah, if it's your thing, it's not my thing. But Bjorn, who loves this stuff, he reckons it's absolutely superb, or at least the previous 2 were absolutely superb. Would you love to hug Ray in VR, Mr. Urban World? Yeah, he is huggy. He's huggable, isn't he? I'll give you that. A Star Ocean, The Divine Force. So just again, 12 games, all of these due to come to GeForce Now today. Some of them are a little old, some of them are a little new, but a lot of them are released today. So this one, Star Ocean, The Divine Force, this is coming today. So this is a day and date on GeForce Now. What are we looking at price-wise? It's a full price, so it better be good. 50 is kind of full price pre-deluxe on Steam. And it's an anime-looking thing. It's an RPG. This is the kind of game. Square Enix. This is the kind of game Holtz loves. Holtz is going to be bringing a show to my channel soon, all about his love of Japanese RPG and anime, Nintendo, all that stuff. It's going to be quite late in Europe, so I think he's aiming for about midnight UK, but it's a great time for you guys in the States. So yeah, look forward to that. I must have a chat with him. I think he's quite keen on doing it soon as well. So that looks good. That'll be a great show. Paper Cut Mansion. This is coming on both Steam and Epic. So if you buy it on either of those, you can play it on here. Let's have a look at this little puppy then. Little top-down, cartoon-looking graphics. Liking the look of this. It's kind of got a Borderlands vibe, hasn't it? Sort of a top-down Borderlands, which ironically, Tiny Tina has an element of that as well. Oh, look, the little cutout figures. Of course they are. Of course they are. That's actually pretty cool. It really does have a kind of Borderlands look to it. Solve puzzles, explore a mysterious mansion, battle enemies, complete quests. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. Like that one. And that one is £15. Well, let's call it, $19? That looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Square Enix are testing the water with this, possibly a Final Fantasy of the future. Could well be, my friend. That's got a real kind of 70s taxi vibe. I'm loving that. Where am I? Let's go back. Next up, oh yeah, this looks really cool. Saturnalia. Now here's the thing, guys. This is a free game on Epic. Sorry, Alex. Alexa, shush. Stop. Alexa's everywhere in the world. Stop. Yeah, this is free. Here you go. Look, literally now it's free on Epic. And it's got a kind of hand-drawn sketch look to it. It's a horror survival game, so it's cool for this time of year. Look at that. It's kind of got that old Aha video look to it. That kind of hand-drawn, etched, sketchy look. Doesn't that look cool? Free today on Epic. You can go and claim it right now. And here's the great news. You can play it on GeForce now. Even if you've only got the free account. If you claim this one, you can play it over there, which is pretty darned awesome. So I will be claiming that one in a second. Asterigos Curse of the Stars. Now, I bought this game, but I bought it on Steam. I doubt there's any difference. £29.99, about what I paid for it, to be fair. I may have paid a little bit less because I undoubtedly bought it on CD keys, so it's probably about 24. Now, I know Lee, CGD, really didn't like this game. And I have to say, Lee, I lost a little bit of interest in it so far, but I am quite keen to pick it up again. The reason I lost a bit of interest was I discovered another DLC for Phoenix Rising, which I love. I know everybody loves it. And I've got to play it before my Ubisoft Plus account expires next month. Rudigs, how are you, buddy? Good to see you, my friend. It does look awesome, doesn't it, John? Definitely looks awesome. So anyway, there you go. Asparagus, as I call it, Curse of the Stars. Actually, it's a good game. But I tell you what I didn't like about it. I'm going to be honest with you, is there's tearing with it. Now, I've been playing it on 3080, and I am convinced it would be the same if I downloaded it. But as you whip the camera round, it doesn't seem to draw quick enough. So you end up with white before the textures kick in on edges, and that annoyed me. I'm it's the kind of thing they can fix with a patch, but I just thought, come on, guys, you must have tested this. Draw Slasher. Draw Slasher is the unique, demanding, and dynamic action-packed beat 'em up. You need only a mouse to play. Oh, okay, so you don't need a keyboard. Cut, slice, snip, sever, chop, shear, and trim hordes of pirate monkey zombies. If you only need a mouse, I wonder if it works with a... Oh my God, it's only £1.69. Oh, bless. Oh, that's like Jem's little game. Oh, bless. Oh, we've got to buy this, guys. Oh, it's like $2. Look at the amount of effort that's gone into this. Oh, bless them. Oh, well, I'm definitely buying this, 100%. Oh, that's so cute. But it says you only need to move your mouse around. You don't even need to use a keyboard. I wonder if you can get away with... It's even got a little bit of depth of field. I wonder if you can get away with a controller, though, if you only need... You could certainly program it to work with a controller, I'm sure. I tell you what, there's some work's gone into this for $2. Look at this. I could see Ray and John definitely streaming this, 100%. They are asking me in DMs how to run a fibre call. This is Luna through all the tundra to you, Force Cars. Could they get one under the sea to me, MJ, while they're at it? I could do with a bit of Luna this way as well. I am definitely buying this game for £1.70. That's ridiculous. Oh, ridiculous. What else we got? We've got a couple more here. Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. So that's coming to GeForce now. We've all seen that. on Stadia. Guild Wars Game of the Year. Oh, this is, I believe, Bjorn's all-time favourite game. He loves all this kind of dragon stuff. So if Guild Wars is your thing, how much is it? $17.99? But it's quite an old game though, isn't it? 2005. You see, that to me seems a fairly hefty price for a game of that age. I mean, it may be remastered, I don't know. An award-winning online fantasy epic awaits, no subscription fees. Oh, did there used to be a subscription then? Take your first step into Guild Wars, the award-winning fantasy online role-playing game enjoyed by millions. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. So for $17.99, you're going to get the whole experience without all of the subs. But then the guys that paid subs played it back in the day and got it all first time round, I guess. It's a retro, isn't it? If that's your thing, like Bjorn was going to buy this because he loves it, then fair enough. Labyrinthine. What's this all about? This is a co-op horror game. 1 to 4 players online as you solve puzzles. Ooh. Follow in the footsteps of Joan, good old Joan, in story mode or tackle procedurally generated maps. Oh, we like those. That scale with your level and bring a fresh experience each game. Ooh, this does look good. Let's bang this one up. This actually does look really good, Lee. Graphically, let me take up the full screen if I can. Oh, the video, I mean. There it is. All right, then, what we got? I didn't see the price. Oh, no, there's a real human in a box. It's dark, isn't it? That's all you need for a horror game. It's just a pin of light and a noise. Talking of which, don't forget tomorrow, it's the Reverse, the DLC for Resident Evil Village. I was having a look earlier, you know. I didn't realise that I bought the top-of-the-range edition of Village, which actually includes DLC. So I'm hoping I didn't get shortchanged. I'm late, but I'm here. How are you, Ant? Good to see you, my friend. Ant hopefully is going to be jumping in on the Rock Players later, only for a little while during his coffee break. But look forward to seeing you, my friend. This chat is for cloud gamers only, sir. Oh. Only £5, is it, Lee? Flip me, look at that. It is £5.59. And I tell you what, the bargains that you can pick up on Steam never cease to amaze me. 2020, so it's a couple of years old, but it has very positive, very, very positive reviews. 6,395 positive reviews. This will probably be part of their big Halloween push. And the good news is, obviously, that it's come to Geforce now. Oh yeah, I could definitely see you streaming this one, Lee. This looks really cool. Flip me though, mate. £5. It's like, I couldn't even buy a comic for that these days. Sniper Elite 5 coming to Steam. Or is on Steam, but it's coming to Geforce now. Oh, Vulcanoids, yeah. We were talking about this earlier. How much is this puppy? £15.50. It's a base building, open world survival shooter. Well, that's put a few genres in a box, hasn't it? That replaces the typical base with a modular drill. Alone or with friends, explore an island plagued by eruptions. Upgrade a drill and battle robots to uncover what's been hiding beneath the surface. So, it's got some very positive 4,600. Came out in 2019, so it's not a brand new game, but it is to Geforce now, and very, very positive. Certainly doesn't look dated though. Well, maybe that bit did, but in the main, it looks pretty cool. So check that puppy out for $15.50. It is 3 years old. La da 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 dee. Early access. What, since 2019? Well, it's about time they brought it out. Get instant access and start playing. We're a small indie studio, bless them, formed from professional game developers. So how does it work then? Is the concept of early access sort of getting payment ahead of development? So a bit like a Kickstarter in the sense that you get to play the game as it's a pretty clever model, isn't it, really? So they achieve a few things. They put it out there, which is risky, because quite honestly, if you put a game out there and nobody liked it, as it happens, this has got very positive reviews, but if you put a game out there and people are like, oh, it's the worst thing I've ever played, well, you're doomed already, aren't you? But if you're fairly confident in your game and you whack it out there, and even over the period of 3 years, and you build up a nice head of steam, and this is the big point, you're selling it, even if it's less than the final price, you're getting your development costs covered, aren't you? You're getting your development costs covered. Very clever. Very, very clever. V Rising, yeah, this is the one. I'm quite keen on this weekend trial thing. Here we go. It came out in May. And it is, if you bought it today, it's going to cost you, it's discounted, so you can, as somebody said earlier, so you can get it for £12.39, which is approximately $15. It does look really good though, and I'm quite keen on, it's not normally the kind of game I would play, but I'm quite keen to give it a go for free, because it may well be one of those little gems that you really get into. Yeah, looking forward to that. That could be cool. Ray is playing Resident Evil Village on the PS5. Reverse. Is it out, Ray? I thought it wasn't out until tomorrow, unless it's early. See, I must go and check, because I've got the version, the deluxe version that came with DLCs and things. So I must have a look. Gungrave is a must-play for cloud gamers if it comes to GFN. We'll look out for that, my friend. It's like paying to beta test it. Yeah, exactly, or beta. That's my thinking, Lee. Of course, if you're a small studio, but then again, what about the Baldur's Gate guys with their early access? I mean, they're not exactly a small studio, are they? But it does, hey Ron, how are you, buddy? But it does give you an amount of cash to build the game. And unlike Kickstarters, you're not having to promise all sorts of things. I mean, other than a finished game. And I guess, do you pay again, or do you get it for that price when it's finished? I don't know. I could guess, but... So, Reverse, yeah. I'm keen to go and check this out now, Ray. So, that is it as far as the games... Oh, there was another game coming, actually. Also, try the new Lego Bricktales demo before buying the full game on Steam. Oh, that's interesting. So there's a demo. Yeah, here it is, look. I presume you can play that demo on GeForce Now. Otherwise, why would they be bothered to promote it? So I'm just firing GeForce Now up. You can't see this, I'm afraid. But I'm just going to pop it into Brick... Just searching here. Bricktales. Here we are. Steam. It doesn't mention the demo though. So, well, you know, it must be playable. Otherwise, they wouldn't mention it, would they? So anyway, whatever they said, check it out, man. What else? Guild Wars Trilogy announced previously will not be coming to the cloud. Oh. Well, that's a shame. Anywhere to the cloud. Oh, that's weird. That was a subscription model, I guess, was it? Maybe they just can't get it to work from a subscription perspective. I don't know. I just don't know. A lot of the early access games, this is Lee, CGD games, a lot of the early access games I've played also invite you to a Discord too, to report bugs and help with ideas. Yeah, I've been playing on the first Descendant this week, and my views of the game are, I quite like it. It's a kind of arena. Is it arena? Sorry, not arena. Oh crikey, what's that called? Anthem. Kind of an Anthem, Destiny 2, Outriders kind of game. But I joined their Discord and I found the guy in there to be exceptionally rude and very sarcastic when I suggested or asked, nay pleaded, that they bring it to GeForce Now when it's finished. he basically laughed and said it wouldn't be worth the effort. So I went and investigated, and I had a chat with the Geforce guys, and they said, somebody in the Discord of Geforce Now said to me, no. You tick a box. When you're uploading it to Steam, you tick a box that says you would like it to go to Geforce Now. And then the Geforce Now guys, the engineers, pick it up and do the heavy lifting. So it's really disingenuous, and to me it's just lazy. I know there was effort involved with Stadia, but that ain't the case necessarily with GeForce Now or Amazon Luna, or I'm definitely not with Boosteroid. So I was a bit annoyed. I didn't like his flippant attitude, quite honestly. So I thought, you can stick your game, mate. I won't be playing that one when it comes out. Actually, I think it's free to play anyway. And he had no idea when it was coming out. Jay was just really flippant. Have you got any idea of release date? No idea. Loads of work to do. All right, mate. I wish I hadn't asked now. I've just devoted a week to testing it free for you. Shatterline has sucked me in. Yeah, I only played it once, but I thought it was a brilliant game, Sean. And like a lot of that stuff, we've said this before, there's so many great games around that the best you can do is just try it and then mark it to come back to it, which is what I did with Shatterline, because so many games. But I thought it was superb. Very, very good. Hope it comes to the cloud. Yeah, was it not a GeForce Now? Let's bring up our very special... Where's it gone? Where's my bookmarks? Oh, maybe we won't. Lee, there were some other games that they announced in the Discord, weren't there, for GeForce Now? I don't want to pull up the Discord to have a look, but I forget what it was. They said there were a couple more that they didn't have in the blog that were also coming out today, which is awesome. Okay, right. So that, I think, is just about the end of the GeForce Now blog. I'm not racing away today, guys, because William doesn't stream on a Thursday. I try and end for Simply Porn Gaming. I won't be too late, though, because I've got the Rock Players later. Got some great guests as well. We've got a guy called Chocotoko, who is a very, very old gaming pal of mine. We used to play Destiny. We used to run together in Destiny 2 for many, many years. And we did all the raids, and he's a lovely guy. But he's a Twitch streamer. He's kind of more down the Final Fantasy route, but he's not been going long, but he's doing really well. And I'm not surprised, because he's got an amazing personality. He's really bubbly. He's a lovely guy. He speaks an obscene amount of languages. He's from Colombia originally. He now lives in Paris. He's a nationalized Frenchman with his family, but he also speaks fluent Italian, I think Japanese, I think German, definitely English, brilliant English. Just a great guy. And he's a senior manager for, that's not true anymore. He used to be a senior manager at Nissan, but he's not. He's now works for a French company. But you'll love him. So he's coming on tonight, all about gaming. We've also got my very good friend Simply Porn Gaming. William's going to be joining us as well. Cowboy's going to be jumping in when he can get a spare minute or two. Ninja Guy X is coming in as well. Ninja Guy X is going to pop in. And I haven't checked my Twitter, but I'm hoping at least one more. So should be a good one. And of course, we've taken a decision that the main conversation will be cloud gaming, but we'll expand out as well to cover gaming full stop. Because a lot of the games in gaming full stop are going to come to cloud eventually, particularly the way Xbox is going. So we're going to be including general game news, development news, studio news, as well as, but predominantly cloud. So Ray, I know Ray's played Shatternalia. It's a great game, my friend, isn't it? Great game. What do we got here? I'm just getting going. Angry Poultry Games, young Joe. I have a target release date. Are you able to say roughly when you think that's going to be, Joe, or are you kind of keeping it under your belt? Are you looking for sometime next year, or are you going to go for But I think his game's going to be called Angry Birds. It's a great concept. You kind of flick birds at things. No one's done anything like it before. Should be good. Bonjour d'Amérique. D'Amérique. Bonjour d'Amérique. Absolutely. Expedition mode. Oh, right. I must go back and have a little play with it, to be fair. Okay, let me see if... yes, they're back up. It must have been an issue. So, 2 more things. Amazon Fire added a gaming section, obviously highlighting Amazon Luna, which is fair enough. It's the big... You can see the big banner there. Somebody made a very good point, but you know what? Who was it? Was it Tom Warren or was it 9 to 5? Maybe 9 to 5 Google made a really good point. You know what? Google, why didn't you do this? Why was Stadia kind of an afterthought with Chromecast, Google with TV, with Google TV, beg your pardon? You could have been promoting it down there, sign up, click here to sign up, buy a controller here. They just never invested in it, did they? I believe it's a culture thing with Google. I don't think there was ever any malice. I don't think it was one guy versus another. I think they have a bizarre employee culture within Google, which basically rewards you if you can rapidly prototype a concept and then move on, and nobody really cares whether it's a success. It's bizarre. It's going to bite them. I'm absolutely convinced of it. But Amazon, they come at it from a different perspective, whether you're a fan or not. But so if you've got a Fire Stick, I believe, because John was saying he couldn't see this, there should be a gaming tab. You click on it and you go into games on Fire TV. And of course, you're going to be front and center Luna, because... Now, what that says to me, guys, I don't know how you feel about this, and this was something I was going to bring up later on Rock Players, is it feels to me like if they're investing like this, right, so this is now taking Luna from this concept that is known within the gaming community without a massive amount of fanfare, and they're now taking it out into the land of Fire Stick, and ultimately, I'm sure, into TV-based apps. That's a step out from the whole beta space in my book. This sounds to me like they're now going, we're ready to take this mainstream now. And I wouldn't be surprised on that basis. I'd love to say by the holidays, I'd love to think that they were starting to move this out to other countries. It just makes so much sense. When have we got Black Friday? When's that coming up? That's November. Is it late November, mid-November? Who knows? I doubt they would promote... I doubt they push Luna at the same time as Black Friday, because it would get lost. And it's getting the timing right, because if they don't get the timing right, it'll also get lost in all the massive promotions that happen around this time of year. So maybe they won't. Maybe they'll wait till the new year. Maybe they won't. Maybe they just will not. What do we got? March 23rd. Oh, brilliant. Wow. That's very specific. There's another game coming out March 23rd. It's in my bookmarks. We'll find it in a second. I think it's The Fall of Wan Lang Yong or something. We'll see it in a second. Forsaken Fortress. Is that the game that you were working on under long range or down range? Oh, I'm really looking forward to it, my friend. It's sad that so many people had these thoughts about Google. Oh, hang on. I think we've lost your... There we go. It's sad that so many people had these thoughts about Google and how they handle projects and what they were most likely to do to Stadia, but we were so hopeful. Yeah, well, this is the thing, isn't it? If you ever asked me, and that includes on Ant's show and other people, if ever I was a guest on other people's shows and I was asked my thoughts and opinions, you got my honest thoughts and opinions. But my content has always been about positivity, and I'm not here to... spend hours talking about how Luna should be doing it better and stuff, because that's not what you come here for. John, thank you so much for renewing. Chromebook owners can claim 3 months free of Luna Plus. Yeah, absolutely, my friend. And that's really appreciated. that you have you've been going for 3 months. Thank you so much, dude. And there we go. Been a member for 3 months. That is fantastic. And don't forget, Team Rokk members, tomorrow you guys and only you guys are going to get a chance to win 5 prizes: Resident Evil Remastered, Resident Evil 2, 3, Biohazard, Biohazard and Village in time for the new DLC. How cool is that? Yeah, I mean, Geek, I think it will get better. I think my point, I suppose, is now that they're investing in things like this, it's not even the fact that it's got some level of cost. It's a statement. It's a global statement. It's a world statement. And I think now that they've committed, or hopefully now that they've committed, we'll start to see a lot more accelerated development, as we are with Xbox. What's up, Chariot Man? Good to see you, bro. Thanks for popping in, buddy. Always an absolute pleasure, my friend. Thank you, my friend. So anyway, that's really cool and excellent news. If you have what did I do with my Fire Stick? I think I gave it to my daughter. It wouldn't matter because we can't get Luna anyway. But poor old, of course, John can't see it. What a silly thing I am. Yeah, this was. See, some people are seeing this as sad news. I don't actually. I see this as a really positive piece of news. So, Project Keystone, which was, of course, meant to be the kind of thumbstick Xbox on a stick. You whack it in your TV and you've got access to Game Pass. Cloud, because there wouldn't have been enough space to basically run games on this thing. Anyway, they have said that they're not doing it. And they kind of hinted that might be the case anyway, when this picture came to light a couple of weeks back. I actually think this is really good news because 100% Xbox is totally committed to cloud now. Totally committed. So for me, what this suggests is that we should be seeing a Game Pass app coming to Android devices soon. Because let's face it, they are mainly the backbone of all separated streaming apps. If you've obviously got an LG TV, then you probably have WebOS. Even though I say that, have they moved to Android now? See, I've got an older LG, so it's WebOS for me. Web TV OS or whatever they call it. Maybe it's Samsung that went to... I can't remember. You guys would know more than me. But I think this is great news because it says to me they're coming out with a Game Pass app. And they have to. They have to. Because they're moving away from hardware slowly but surely. Very gradually, without trying to upset the children. I didn't cover it here. I've got it in the bookmarks. We might have time to have a quick look. But Phil Spencer, as well as announcing the other day 20 million cloud users, has also said that Game Pass is registering around a 15% profit margin. That's not bad, guys. 15% on the kinds of a 20 million user base, not all of them paying the same, not all of them are on Ultimate, for example. But 15% that's a half decent margin, and it's something they can build on. Absolutely. I'd be really interested to see what that looks like for Sony, because we know that the revenue for Sony, in terms of their traditional gaming market, is their massive earner. That's where most of Sony's money as a corporation, not just PlayStation, Sony, the company, the conglomerate, makes most of its money from its games and networking activities, which is why they're reticent to move too heavily down the subscription/cloud route, because they fear giving up that margin. I'd be really interested to know how that looks for the Plus. Blood Feast, we covered this, didn't we? This is V Rising, so we covered that earlier, so we don't need to worry about that one anymore. We'll have a quick look at the old bookmarks, guys, and then I'll let you go. Let me just zoom in, as I normally try and do. There we go. So, right up at the top, there's a new Callisto Protocol hands-on gameplay video kicking around. You guys remember? Another shameless plug. that I also have a Callisto Protocol giveaway running, which runs until the day this game goes live, which is the 2nd of December, and it's coming out everywhere. So my giveaway is that you can have a copy full price on a platform of your choice, plus 60 days of GeForce Now 3080 if you buy it on PC, PlayStation Plus Premium, or Game Pass Ultimate. So all of that in a prize, and to enter it, just go to rokk.co, rokk.co/call for Callisto, CALL. And that one's running until the 2nd of December. But this is a game I'm so looking forward to. A load of the developers that originally worked on Dead Space kicked in to make this, and it is so Dead Space. But it's Dead Space Next Gen, and they actually remastered Dead Space recently, and I had a look and it just kind of looked like Dead Space old gen. So, whack it on your TV, says Ray. Whack what on my TV? What are you saying, my dude? What do you want me to whack on my TV? Here we go. This was the March the 3rd. You're good, Joe. You got 20 days before you. Wolong Fallen Dynasty. This game we've seen little snippets of from time to time and so on and so forth. But it looks stunning. Again, coming out across all of your platforms. I will just quickly take you to their site. Let's go to the English UK, because this looks amazing. You probably have seen some of the videos that have been kicking around, some of the trailers and things. Peggy 18. But yeah, this is going to be huge. David, how are you, dude? Haven't seen you for a while, my friend. Hope you're keeping well. Seriously, hope you're keeping well. And yeah, look at this. It's not a high quality video, but I have seen this out there at 4K. It looks amazing. Anyway, March the 3rd, next year. Yeah, look at that. It's kind of got the whole Souls and Bloodborne and all that kind of stuff, hasn't it? All the stuff you guys like. Not my cup of tea, but you guys love it. The Witcher is the first Witcher is being completely remade using Unreal Engine 5. Codename Canis Majoris, or Big Dog. This is going to be something else. I don't think it's got any kind of timeline. It's going to be a new game. Hey Martinez, how are you, buddy? Someone with 2,400 followers on Twitter is in the chat. Yes. What are you saying, my friend? Martinez, if you got 2,400 followers, is this what you're telling me? I'm going to go and check, because I need to know who. Oh, you got 886. Oh, bless you. Hey, bless you. I've got 2,266 on my Rock Show account, but I've got 15,000 on my Rockster account. I've got 8,000 on my political account, which is very anonymous, and I've got 6,500 on my business account. And I'm very, very proud of the fact that I am, I think, member. Oh, that's awesome news, Martinez, by the way. Thank you, my friend. I'll send you the link later. Martinez is coming on the Rock Players. Woohoo! I'm also really proud of the fact that I got into Twitter in 2007, which is the year it launched, and I am member number 800 and something, I think, or 8,000 and something. But yeah, that's on the 15,000 account. Ray has, yeah, I know what Ray's, you know what he's black. Oh, Ray, man. I've just remembered something, Ray. I've got to show you this, brother. I laughed last night. I'll tell you why when you see this. I just thought of you straight away. I'm pulling this up. You can't see this on purpose. And I'm going to just grab this out the gallery. Where is it? Oh no, it didn't save them. Oh, what? Oh man, my game saves. They must be on my shield. Ray, I'll tell you now then. Oh, that's a shame. I wanted to show you. In Plague Tale Requiem, around chapter or act 9, there are goats, okay? And in the herd of goats, there are some black goats. And if you flick into photo mode and bring your camera up under the goats, there's a couple of dangly black nuts. And I took a photo in photo mode with Hugo and Amicia and the danglers, and I wanted to so give it to you. I've got to find out how to get it now. The funniest thing is, in the game, they refer to this sheep that is locked away as a she. But I came around underneath with a camera and they were dangling. This was no she. I chuckled to myself. I've got to find this. You've got to find this. Rewind the clip. Whack it on your TV, Rokk. Oh, I don't know, mate. You've lost me. I don't know what you're saying, dude. I love you, but I don't know what you're saying. Oh, yes. The November games for PlayStation Plus. If you guys are into PlayStation Plus, have been announced. So, as always, it's really weird how it works, and they've got to rationalise this. So there are 3 tiers of PlayStation Plus: the Essential, the Extra, and the Premium. Okay, and I think Essential is the basic one. So you get these games at the beginning. They're usually around the 7th of November. In this case, Neo 2, Lego Harry Potter collection, which is pretty cool, and Heavenly Bodies. And then later in the month, they drop like tons of other games for the other tiers. But I just don't get why they do that. I don't know why they just don't go, here you go, guys. Here's 15 games on the 7th of November. And if you've paid that amount, you can play those 4. But if you've played the extra, you get to play all those over there. And the other thing that really annoys me about PlayStation Plus, they don't segregate what games are coming to the cloud. They basically just say, yeah, there's all these games and here's some retro ones. And you have to go to the cloud gaming section to see which ones are there. But as I've said, I think it's all down to their fear around their business model. They're just kind of feeling their way very gingerly. Rokk, do you think I can play part 2 without playing part 1? Yes, I do. I think you would get... you'd get more from playing 1. But I've got to tell you something, Anne. This is a small confession, my friend. I got right to the end boss of Innocence, and I got fed up trying to beat him, and I stopped playing. And then when I picked up Requiem, there's a character, quite a strong character in Requiem, who I thought had been killed in the first one. It turns out everybody said, no, right at the end, this character comes back. So you see, in a sense, I did the worst thing. I played it and then confused myself when I went to play the second one. What an idiot. So there you go. But I mean, you definitely should play the first one, I think. I think it will benefit you playing it. Yeah, I would. They're both, I don't know how much it is, but it's probably quite cheap. Quite cheap now. It's on GeForce now. I know that for a fact. So it's bound to be. They're bound to have discounted it because they want you to buy Requiem. So you know how they drop the price on stuff like that to get you into buying it, into playing it. I wouldn't be surprised if Stadia was still around if they didn't drop in a first one on. I take that back. It's an Xbox original, isn't it? That wouldn't have happened. Phil Spencer, here we go. Phil Spencer confirms at Wall Street Journal Live that Xbox Game Pass is profitable. It's around 15% of gaming revenue. I think it will stay in that, he said, Phil Spencer. I think it will stay in that 10 to 15% of overall revenue, and it's profitable for us. So let me get this right. It's 15% of their... I was wrong before. It's 15% of their gaming revenue, and it's profitable. We don't know what the margin is. That's not what he's saying. He's saying across all of their gaming, so that's hard gaming sales, possibly hardware as well, Game Pass is accounting for 10 to 15%. He thinks, and that's profitable, he doesn't think it's going to increase beyond that. I think, again, that's just not trying to frighten the sheep. Just like they put all that stuff out recently where they said, we think cloud is stagnating and we don't think it's going to be. I would, that's bilge that was all about trying to play down their importance in the market whilst they were getting judged. And I think this is doing the same thing. I would be amazed if cloud wasn't 40% plus of their turnover within the next 2 to 3 years, their revenue for gaming. When I say cloud, I mean Game Pass, beg your pardon. Including cloud, of course. And there's a little sad tweet from Samsung Gaming. Goodbye, farewell Google Stadia, bless them. Our heart goes out to the Stadia community as the service comes to an end. Stadians have been immensely supportive throughout our partnership with their favourite streaming platform, and for that we thank you. We welcome all Stadians to the Samsung Gaming Hub with open arms and a variety of gamers and partners as a new home. Stay tuned for more I like this. Stay tuned for more information and resources on where to find your favourite Stadia games within our partner libraries. I'd like to think it would be nice if they were doing some kind of collaboration, wouldn't it? Because of course Stadia was on there with Utomic and Black Nut and Geforce. So yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, so answers, I don't think it's my type of game. Let me think of the games I've seen you play. Why do you think it wouldn't be your kind of game, Ant? Because it's got a lot of stealth, maybe? I mean, it's not all stealth, I would say. Stealth is a big part of it, but it definitely isn't all about stealth. And you can go all out and attack the enemies if you think tactically. You don't have to work your way around them. But I think you'd enjoy it. Definitely. Okay, don't buy the first one. Play the second one, and then... or maybe watch the first one. Maybe watch somebody stream it. Maybe watch a few chapters. See what you think. Yeah, well, you got it for free, as you've rightly said, so you may as well, hadn't you? Bryant, young Bryant, so he's talking about the old Fire TV thing again, which is cool. Tom Warren was talking about the UI. In fact, he does a video on this, which we've not seen it. So remember we talked about this yesterday, and basically you are in cloud gaming, and without coming out of that, so this could be in a browser, for example, or it could simply be that you've jumped into cloud gaming within the Xbox, and you've instantly got your desktop, your dashboard, your guide, so that you can then go and play other cloud games, fully in the knowledge that they are only cloud games. This is really big for browsers, of course, and for the app as well. The app kind of has this. But yeah, it's really interesting. I'm also intrigued to see this. Netflix and Prime Video and BT Sports and stuff. So if you've got those on your Xbox, does that mean that you can also play them through the cloud as well? Anyway, you can sign up for that if you get the... there's a couple of videos. I think there's one on Cloud Dosage that shows you how to. You just go up and click preview and stuff, and you'll find it there. Yeah, that was the old Keystone, getting rid of the old Keystone. And that's that. I think we're there, guys. I think we've done our duty. That was awesome, wasn't it? So he's definitely going to play the second one on Game Pass. Yeah, give it a go. Give it a go. I don't think... I mean... If you've got any questions on the story, just put them out there. But I don't think you'll suffer. I mean, it takes you through. All you've got to know is that it's set around 20 to 4 in the afternoon. Oh no, 1539. It was the year. It's set around that period. It's kind of around the Great Plague, and it's got a lot of rats in it. That's all you really need to know. I mean, I look forward to your thoughts on that as well. See what you think. All right, let's go back to the old welcome screen, shall we? There we go. Well, thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me today. So a little bit of housekeeping. Please hit the like. And, of course, if you're new, hit the subscribe button. Just be lovely to see you. every day. We do this every day. At least we have something on every day at this time. And later, in literally an hour and a half, I will be on with a whole bunch of guys. We've got Chocotoko, the aforementioned. We have got Holtz. We have got Bjorn. We've got mostly Martinez. Ant is going to be putting in an appearance during his coffee break. And Ninja Guy X is also going to be coming in towards the latter half of the show. And of course, it's kind of a more in-depth look at cloud and gaming news with a big old discussion, trying to keep it on the positive. But and Rokk, sorry, Ant's back again. I only thought it wasn't my type of game because it looks pretty slow as far as the combat, and it's Alexa, shut up, and it's set in an older period. Yeah, okay, fair enough, mate. I mean, I'm not going to prejudge. I'm not a fantasy kind of guy. You know that sort of stuff. The whole kind of Skyrim and all that's not my scene. I prefer the futuristic sci-fi stuff as well. Absolutely. But this is just magical. It's magical. It's beautiful graphics, great dialogue, beautiful story, lovely narrative, and unique combat. So give it a go. It ain't going to cost you nothing. And I know you're going to anyway. I'm not needing to sell it to you. But I'd be interested. I hear what you're saying, though. You know, but the weird thing is, I struggle with Cyberpunk. And that should be so into my boulevard. But it wasn't. I have no idea why. Anyway, guys, yeah, it is a big panel, David. And I'm back as well. So you got your host back today. So I'll be hosting that, and we'll be talking through some of the stuff that we talk about anyway, but maybe in a little bit more detail with guys that really love their gaming. So yeah, please do pop over, join us for that. That is in an hour and a half on this channel. I'll also be finding out beforehand when Holt is going to start his new channel as well. So he's going to be doing it on here, in the same way that Squids does on MM2K's channel. And he's going to be doing kind of Nintendo and Final Fantasy and anime and Japanese RPG and all that kind of stuff. So it's going to be a great show. But it's going to be later. So it's kind of a rock at night thing. But he's coming up with that. Epic show. Thank you, Ant. I really appreciate you popping in, my friend. And I really appreciate your support as well. And Ant may come up for a lot of stick as he tries different content and different approaches, but I tell you now, the guy has a heart of gold, solid gold, and he will reach out if he feels that anything's wrong, and offer his sincere help, and it really does mean a lot as well. Okay, well, we're back tomorrow, Friday. Don't forget housekeeping, like and subscribe, all that stuff, leave a comment, blah blah blah. But if you are a Team Rokk member, tomorrow's the day, one of 5 Resident Evil games. Plus, what else we got? Oh, Monday, we've got the Outbreak Palladium collection, which is we kind of went a bit early with it to promote it, and it sort of dropped out. But basically, you just need to subscribe to me and to John at 4Scar Gaming, and you're in for a shout with that one, as well as if you are a member on both of our respective memberships. And that's 10 Outbreak games under a bundle collection worth $110 on Xbox. So if you haven't done that, tag me. Either tag me in Twitter or tag me via a DM with #Outbreak and my Twitter at Rokk Show, so I know you've done it, and I'll make sure you get in that draw. That's on Monday. Oh, thank you for that, my friend. You didn't need to do that. Bless you, dude. Thank you so much, mate. I really appreciate you dropping that $5. That's amazing. Thank you so much. And where was I? Callisto, which I mentioned earlier. So it's all going on. You got chances all over the place to win loads of loot. Right, guys, I'm going to let you get on with your Thursdays. Thank you so much for joining me. And tomorrow we can sigh a large collective breath of relaxation as we head into the weekend. Have a fantastic day. Take care, guys. And I will see you in an hour and a half with the Rokk players. Finds the link, hits the button, clocks out. Take care.